going to get some grease out of my glasses. Oh. Perfect timing as always.
Yeah.
Happy New Year!
Yeah, oh god, yeah. Yeah, we saw Downsizing. Yeah. It was, yeah, like there was so many reviews that I didn't read anything. I tend to just see what the rating is.
Yeah.
And everything was like half of a good film. And I was like, okay, we can maybe work with that, you know. I have
Maybe
a lot of
it's not
favourite
that
films that aren't considered.
Aren't half bad.
But this was.
It was. The thing that got me the most... No, there's a couple of things that got me the most. So
Alright.
there are things that annoy me. So...
Just so you know what it is.
Yeah, that.
That first.
Yeah.
Downsizing, it's the future. We've created a way to make people tiny, save space, save waste.
Good idea. I
Great
want
idea.
to go to Tinyland and have everybody hate me.
Yeah.
I want to do that. I want
Yeah,
all my
even
friends
pay
and
real
family
taxes.
Yeah.
5 inches. Who pays taxes
Yeah.
when they're 5 inches tall? No
Exactly. You have to speak to people when you're 5 inches tall. Nobody.
one. No one.
Because you can't fit in my fucking house, can you?
But yeah, that's the concept. I really like the idea of it because I just thought I've no idea where they're going to take it.
Such a good idea.
It's a great idea.
Such a good idea.
Don't know how it's going to end. Ready. And it was
Yeah.
pretty average. But yeah, what was your beef?
So my beef was... What was wrong with the pacing? What was wrong with
Was
that?
the film 4 hours long?
Did Matt Damon need to pause that much?
He hit so many pauses.
Why did he pause?
I don't know.
I don't know, it's because he's getting old, but he's starting to pause a lot in films.
Yeah, he'll have Suburbicon.
That's the one.
Yeah.
It's a cultural. When I saw that was good but bad because it was he just kept pausing. Like, come on, when's your next line? It's like that he forgot his
He just
lines and
forgot.
then he was like, I remembered, I've got it, guys, carry on filming.
Yeah. He had a lot of those. He had a lot in the script wasn't fantastic, but there were some like kind of almost cheesy bits where like when they try and make it at the beginning that they want to let you know that he's had a difficult life, he's strained, everything's boring, it's repetitive, and like he gives his wife a massage and he pauses because of course he fucking does, and he pauses and then he's like, just put all the weight on me, and then they like crossfade out of it and I was like, fuck off. They
Yeah.
did so many like
things that were just
PowerPoint
left.
presentation
Yeah.
transitions.
Yeah.
Constant. Even with the sound as
The
well.
other thing that was like that was when he got high. That was fucking long. Did you ever see it? Anyway, to die, 1,000 Ways to Die in the East West.
Yeah.
The bit with the sheep.
Yeah.
I had flashbacks.
Yeah,
And I was
it
like,
was
what
too
the fuck
long.
is happening? Is it? Am I on drugs? Am I just? Is that lemon in my water?
They didn't need like he took drugs, fine, and then there was a moment
It
where he
was
came
so
out on drugs.
long!
But there was a moment where he came out and he'd obviously reacted to the drugs, and it was like, ha, we get it, you're on drugs. This
Yeah.
is different. End.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
no, they were like,
Like,
he's still on drugs, guys.
Stop or go up to a random person saying, I'm gonna take off my shoes. That's
Like,
end it there.
done, finished.
Go to bed.
Finito.
That's the end. Don't.
What? You don't need a trippy little bit. You don't
no,
like.
you don't need.
Yeah, I
you don't
feel
get a
like
close in front of the
nobody's
camera.
taking
You don't need to
drugs.
do that. That's
Yeah.
oh my god,
Yeah, that wasn't.
that was horrific. And then another thing that got me as well is King Kong. I was gonna say
King
King
Kong.
King Kong.
King
that
Kong.
character. What was her name? Ling Lam.
I don't know. It was
Something
a lot of
Vietnam
vowels.
me.
Something Vietnamese.
That's it. Vietnamese. I didn't understand her character very well. Like, not even just. I just didn't get her.
Yeah,
It
like
was weird.
that was one of the things that I didn't read it on purpose because of course Oscar nominations have come out. I've read things that are to do with Oscar snubs, Oscar surprises, and someone was like, I'm surprised she didn't get nominated. So I thought I was going in thinking like, oh, she's going to be a really good character, and like
Is
I don't think she
everybody
was.
okay?
I don't think she was Oscar worthy. I think
No.
she was good considering she was speaking in broken English,
yeah.
which no one's going to take her seriously.
No.
Because there are definitely moments where she was doing like she did well. There was a
Yeah.
bit where she got quite emotional and people were still laughing because she wasn't using
Yeah.
proper sentences, and so I think she did well against that. But yeah, her character,
I just didn't get it.
she was quite a heavy. They tried to
They tried to give her like she's a strong character, and then like
Yeah,
they
be
didn't
like, this
really
is a really-
explain anything.
yeah,
So,
like, this
like-
is a really serious situation, politics, war, her, but
Yeah.
we won't touch
And
on
I don't
her.
get 'cause
1
they-
year later.
Yeah, and I just don't get if she was big or small at the time of the big events. They didn't make that very clear.
She was-
I'm
she
assuming
was-
she was big.
She was big. So one of the things that they talk about is the idea that people shrink people as a punishment. So she was shrunk as a punishment.
Okay. I get it.
Like, she went to prison and then they shrunk her in the prison to be like, screw you, you're tiny.
Yeah.
You have no rights now. Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit... And it was so... Like, I expected it to be, like, a little bit, like... This is better for the planet, you know? This is better for the planet.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, we should be good to the planet. But they kind of didn't touch on it too much. Then all of a sudden we're like, the world's going to end?
Yeah.
You're all shit. And it's like, oh,
yeah.
okay. Don't be that preachy without giving us a solution, you know? Because we can't shrink people yet.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what...
I don't know what happened to his wife? What did she do?
I thought
Back
this...
with her money.
That's exactly what I thought, because like the divorce, when you get shrunk down, your money is worth so much more because you're tiny. But
She must have got like a tenner.
Well, that's the thing. Did they split it genuinely equally, or did they split it equally in proportion to where they are?
Yeah.
Because he suddenly had a tiny apartment.
Yeah. Unless he did that, because I was like, oh, maybe he was lonely, and then he was like, oh, my wife stole all my money.
Yeah, like
That was Matt Damon, but you know.
that was Matt Damon.
Basically, sounds like he sounds like. So yeah, I was like, maybe it's just.
I was trying to pause for Matt Damon then, because he's. Yeah.
Let's never do that again. I would have been sick then.
Do you know what I was confused at? He gets. I don't think
Pay
he's
too much money to pause.
I don't think he's attractive, but he goes from looking like
He's like
fucking
a weird
awful
dad.
to almost being
I just
attractive.
don't-
I think
Also, why was there 20 seconds of Neil Patrick Harris that we saw in the trailer?
I was gonna say,
Where was he?
cameo.
What is that?
I thought we were at least going to get like a little bit of interaction of him and Matt Damon,
What's
but
his
no,
name? I just
nothing.
spat on my own face. I was so angry. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah, he was in and out.
I want to know more about
In
him.
and out. Yeah. Sorry.
What was the point? What was the point?
I'm just distracted by the fact we're in a really dingy as fuck car park and a Maserati has just pulled up in front of us.
Fuck's sake. It's also really fucking busy and we look like psychopaths.
Yeah.
My car's sticking out of space because lighting, first world problems.
Yeah.
I've never seen one in real life.
I don't know why one's here.
What a
But
dick.
you could afford a Maserati if you
There's
were
a homeless
downsized.
guy over there.
Yeah, there's literally a homeless guy.
I
20
hope
feet
he
away.
tries to live in it.
I hope so too. I want to live in it.
Same. Should we try that after?
Yeah. With our pausing
It's
Matt
just
Damon
gonna-
money.
It's going to pause the Maserati.
Yeah, it wasn't the story wasn't really much of anything. So he got
just
shrank.
dragged
His
on
wife didn't
so
come along.
much.
They do a lot of 5 years later, 10 years later, 1 year later,
Really
because they just
disjointed.
don't know how to tell a story. So they
Yeah.
don't really know how to do that. There were a couple of things where it was like nice little nods to like the borrowers. Like, oh, they're small, so other stuff is big.
Yeah.
Like when there was some kids
The
sliding
crack.
down
Yeah.
the slope and they're sitting on Coke bottle lids because that's the size thing. Like, or there was a bit where they go to church and there's a band and they're playing with a real sized
Oh yeah, tambourine.
tambourine.
Yeah.
That took so long, I couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Stuff like that was kind of cool, but
I didn't get the house thing. Like, there were bits that didn't make sense. They just
Yeah,
didn't explain
there
things.
was-
Like, why were there so many poor people?
yeah, why were there so many poor people?
They must have
when
come from big
it's-
city, and they must have had some money in big
Yeah.
city, and then they also were working.
Yeah, and it makes it seem as if there isn't any sort of benefit system within
Yeah.
there, and they make it talk
Weird.
as if people don't have proper doctors when they're down there and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's like that.
That's what
I
they
don't
signed
know.
up to as well. They signed up to small doctors that
Yeah.
specialise in small people from the University of Small.
Yeah,
From what's his name? Jürgen
Smorgon.
That guy.
He was number one.
Oh god. It was just.
It was a hot
It was
mess.
just and what as well, I thought I was going to wee myself because it was that long. I genuinely thought this is the end and me and Nathan aren't going to be friends anymore because I'm going to wee on her.
We everywhere.
Whoa.
I know.
Bad parking. So like the trailer was long enough, right? That should have been a hint, really, that we should go and see this film. And then you saw all the chunks from the trailer, you're like, there's nothing else that hasn't been in the trailer that could be in this. And then it shows the end bit like, with all the vodka things, and then that's in it, and then that goes on.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and
Just watch the
the
trailer.
development is not very good with Matt Damon and the Vietnamese lady, Gung Pao, or was that how you say butterfly?
That's how you say butterfly.
Oh, then I don't remember her name. But that was like, are they friends? Are they not friends? Are they more than this? Are they not more than this? And she's even like, what are we? And he's like, I don't know. It shouldn't. You should.
Yeah.
You should, yeah.
Yeah, and
and
like, should I go in a hole? Shouldn't I go in a hole?
Yeah.
Let's not go in a hole. Let's
And
get on a plane.
Christoph Waltz, I don't really understand him. I think he's great. I think he's a hoot. And there were a couple of bits where it was kind of funny because of him.
With like his eyebrows.
Yeah, that was, and it went
That was
on
the
long
best
enough
scene.
where it was good.
That was like the best scene.
But he wasn't really that important at all.
No, not at all.
They considered him important for the long trip at the end, but at the same time, no, they didn't. He wasn't. There wasn't. It was a mess. The story wasn't great. It was long. The editing was subpar. The sound also was.
That was fucking annoying. That sound.
Oh. Yeah, acting was pretty shocking.
In an elevator the whole time for 5 hours.
For 5 hours because the film went on so long. Yeah, it
was just weird. It's as bad as I thought it was going to be, to be honest.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised. And the ending, it was just the end.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought there's going to be a little bit more. I can finish this bit of water in my bowl. No!
Bye!
Get out!
Bye!
See you later.
Yeah, it was not.
Yeah.
It was
not even average
so
bad.
4 out of 10 maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
like, it was a great idea. It was a really, it started off as such a great theory, and I know at the time, I remember there was a short period where the idea came out and people were like, oh, it's very Black Mirror, and I was like, I'm in.
Yeah.
And then it was nowhere near as
Then
good.
You saw the one trailer they released.
One trailer they released repeatedly.
I don't know. I feel bad for Matt Damon for just.
I know.
Why have you gone downhill? It's like you were in The Martian and then went, I'm done. I can retire.
You know what?
Right?
I peaked at Good Will Hunting. I
Yeah.
don't need to do that again. It's been 20 years.
Yeah. Like, that's just.
Good Will Hunting is so fucking good. Do you know what else is spectacular? Dogma. Dogma is sick.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know what he's doing because he had the Great Wall. That was not good.
Are you alright, Matt?
Are you okay, Matt Damon?
Do you want a little hand? We can teach you a thing or two about movies. Don't be bad.
Don't be bad. Be more of a dish.
But yeah, be more of a dish.
More of a dish.
Sort your hair out.
Oh, yeah.
Get some, like, boost in business, you know?
Yeah.
Get some advice from Neil Patrick Harris, because you've got the same haircut basically now, and he looks 20 times more of a dish than you do.
Yeah.
That was really mean, sorry, but Neil Patrick Harris is more of a dish than you.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I'm
like
gonna say 4 out of 10.
I mean,
I appreciate the effort. It was a good idea, just terribly executed.
Yeah.
And she was reasonably good with what she was given, because I don't know whether she speaks fluent English and she
I
had to
have
then
no idea. Yeah.
do a broken down accent,
Yeah,
which must be
feel
quite
like
hard.
It was somebody's got some good actors and put them on a bad script, so they
Yeah,
can't
it
do
wasn't a
anything
good
with
script.
like you can't
And
do
the
anything with
direction
a
wasn't
bad
great.
script.
Like there wasn't really
No.
any.
Which I think
It
is
wasn't
unfortunate
very
for the actors.
attractive. It wasn't a good-looking
No.
film. The only time it looked kind of
And they did,
okay
like-
was when they were in Sweden. But
Yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
because you're on a fucking Swedish lake,
Yeah.
take an idiot to do that badly. Yeah.
Do you mind, sir, lady, whatever? What is that?
I don't know. But yeah, 4 out of 10, subpar. Don't bother.
Sorry, the people
Watch The
that employed
Borrowers.
you were bad. Matt Damon.
Yeah.
And sing song.
That
or
lovely
whatever her name
lady. Yeah, the next video will probably be Black Panther.
Yo!
I'm having palpitations.
It could be tomorrow, mate. We could get tickets tomorrow.
Stop it.
We might not. Who knows?
I literally dreamt about it. I literally dreamt about getting tickets.
I am Black Panther. I've thought about it so much.
I've dreamt about getting tickets, and I like spoke to you, and you were like, "Yes, it's the tickets," and I saw your message, and I couldn't answer the message because I was trying to get tickets, and like 30 minutes had passed, and I still couldn't do it, and then Michael B. Jordan had to ask me 3 questions, and I had to do the answers, and I was like, ah! And then I got the tickets, and I was like, phew, and then realised that I didn't pick the seats, and I was like, ah! Oh god, it was so stressful. It was so difficult. Yeah.
Better be good.
Oh mate.
I'm pretty sure I've gone grey thinking about Black Panther.
I can't.
It's gonna be great.
I can't
gonna be
do
great.
it. It's the same week as Pancake Day.
We're gonna be dead. We're gonna die. I'm gonna die a happy death on Pancake Week.
Yes. That's it.
That's it. We're done.
We're done. We're good.
Finished.
We'll see you soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Go and watch it.